See you dance for me till the sun comes up, till the light bounce off your skin. I want you to put your hands on me. What they know about us, like a drug. When I taste your lips, on God, I be so down. But I swear your touch lift me up more ways than one. I can see the way it goes now. Don't you break my trust, love my heart can't take too much. I ain't really with the game plan.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caddy, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about my journey with endometriosis and contraceptives and how all of that panned out. So I want to start with basically the beginning of me getting my period and all of that. So I've always had like severe pains growing up. I know like there's some girls who don't get their pains. They get their period, but they don't get their pains, right? So it's nice to be y'all, but some of us have had severe pains. Like I'd literally have to crawl or like lie a certain way or curl up into a ball or do whatever it takes so that my my period pains are not that painful, like just to ease the pain a little bit. Obviously, like I would definitely take painkillers and all of that, but sometimes it wouldn't even help. Like I would literally have to do something extra or put like a warm water bottle, or I don't know if any of the girls know this, but sometimes you have to sit like on a bucket that has like onions and stuff, and that really actually helps. So I've done it all, guys. I've tried all of that. I literally had the worst period pains growing up, and for me it was always like, okay, this is something that happens, I guess, because I wasn't the only person. Like I know my sister also has bad period pains, but I'm not sure if she still, I don't think she still does. But I know quite a few girls who had like bad period pains. I know one of my friends doesn't get period pains at all. And yeah, and my other sister also doesn't get period pains at all. So lucky them. But hey guys, so yeah, like I said, always had bad period pains and all of that, right? And it was normal. So one day in 2018, I was with my boyfriend at the time, and we were engaging in some relations, if I can put it that way. And I remember I had this terrible, intense, severe pain that I did not know what was happening. And obviously everything had to stop, and I was just like crying the whole time. I did not know what was going on with me. I thought I was dying. I didn't know what was wrong. I literally curled up into a ball and I cried. I was busy crying. And obviously, like, this was like a new relationship. It was something that I was like happy to be in, but when something like that happens, like you get worried, like, oh my goodness, what did this person do to me, or what is wrong with me, like what's happening? So obviously I was just like, okay, he obviously didn't do anything, because like it's in my body, like my stomach is in knots. I don't know what's happening. So I talked to a friend of mine that I lived with at the time, and she was like, okay, you need to go to the doctor and all of that. And obviously, like, this is something I knew, but me being so young and me not knowing like what's going on, I was so scared to go, because I was like, what is the doctor gonna say? Like, what's wrong with me, you know? So I remember I started Googling. Now, yeah, this is something I do a lot till today. I Google and I self-diagnose a whole lot. So I Googled um my symptoms, obviously, like, why is my stomach so painful, why do I feel like this and that, and obviously, like, I was looking for a direct answer, and what I received was that I have endometriosis. Well, that's what Google said, because I mean the symptoms were the same. So now I started freaking out. I don't know what the hell this is. I've never heard of such. Like, who has endometriosis? What is that? So I was like, I don't know what this is. What if I'm dying? What if this is serious? What if it's like cancer? What if you can't treat it? What if, you know? So I started Googling further, like, what's this? What's happening? And all of that. And I still didn't get the answers that I felt like I needed. In terms of, like, Google obviously gives you what you call, it gives you the medical terms. It doesn't exactly give you like anything that's in layman's terms, man. Like, whenever you want a definition and you don't know anything about this thing, you obviously want to get something that you understand. So now I didn't know what this was. I I think I had my gynae at the time. I don't know. But mind you, I had just moved to Pretoria and everything. Like, this was like months after I moved to Pretoria and stuff. So I was still getting used to the place and all of that. But I found a gynae, and I remember I put in an appointment and I went to go see him. And my gynae always had this joke of every time I go and get a checkup or whatever, he would always be like, let's go see if there's a baby in there. So now imagine this, I'm like in pain and this person is making such jokes and I'm freaking out. So now I'm just like, what the hell? So yeah, he went to go check me out and he said it was endometriosis. And I was like, so it is what Google said it is. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't understand what this thing is. I don't know what's going on. So then he talked to me about it. And then obviously I asked him, like, what can I do? Like, how can I treat this? Like, what's going to happen? And he basically said that I need to get surgery. Guys, was I not sitting there freaking out? I'm there all by myself. I don't know what's happening, and this man is telling me I need to have surgery. And I was going crazy. I was like, isn't there another way? Like, isn't there another way I can treat it? Like, more options? And then he's like, nope, you need surgery. I was like, okay, no, wait, hold up. Gotta talk to my parents first. They will tell me what to do because I'm young. I can't take, I know I'm over, how old? I was over 20 at the time, but then I was just like, no, I was 20 at the time. Yeah, I was 20 at the time. And obviously, like, I can make my own decision, but not with something like that. So I talked to my mom. I think I told her, yeah, the day when I had like the pains and stuff, I told her that I'm having like really bad pains and I don't know what's happening and all of that. And obviously, she was like, go to a doctor and stuff like that. So I called her and I told her that, yo, dude, the doctor says I need surgery. And she was like, what? Surgery? Called my dad, told him the same thing. He's like, what? And he asked me what my mom said, and I told him, like, she said she'll get back to me in terms of like she's thinking about all of that. So he was also worried about the whole thing. And the reason why my parents didn't want me to have surgery is because I've been through surgery before. And the surgery that I had was regarding a cyst in my breast. And I will do like a whole video on that some other time. But like, I've had surgery before, so my parents were obviously like worried about it. And I was very young when I had my first surgery, so it was very scary for them, especially for my mom, because she wanted to be there when I had surgery. Like, if I had decided that I was going to get surgery for endo, she wanted to be there. So I'm so far away. I'm like 2 hours and 30 minutes away from her, and I'm probably like 5 or more from my dad. So they were just going crazy. They're like, no, you know what, go get a second opinion. And I was just like, okay. So I booked another doctor's appointment with another doctor, another gynae actually. And when I got there, I told him what my gynae said, and then he was like, okay, there's something else that we can do, but it's not gonna like fully it's not gonna fully take away your endo, but it's gonna suppress it so that you don't feel these pains, or like, basically you're gonna feel much better. It's not gonna treat it, but you're gonna feel much better in terms of you're not gonna have these severe pains anymore. And I was like, hell yeah. I'd rather just like literally take whatever I can get right now, as long as I am not in so much pain. Because yeah, that was just excruciating. It was bad, guys. It was really bad. So mind you, I didn't know anything about contraceptives because I had never used them before. Like, it wasn't something that I was educated about or something that I knew a lot about. I knew there were certain prevention methods, and like the pill and the implant and whatever, but I didn't know anything about them, like in terms of the side effects or how they're taken or what is done, in fact. So he told me about the different methods. He told me about the pill, the implant, the injections, and all of that. And for me, I felt like the most safest thing I could go with was the pill, because I didn't know anything about the others. In like being told about implant and whatnot, I was just like, what the, like, you're gonna be putting that inside me? Like, it was just kind of scary. And all of this was happening all in one go, so it was really quite scary. But then the doctor gave me the Yaz pill, and that's what I was using for about a year. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the Yaz Plus and the normal Yaz, but I have this. I'll show you guys the front, but it has a thingy, my prescription thingy on it. So yeah, but I'll put a picture up there for you guys. And that's what I used for like about a year, and it obviously helped. Like, it really helped with the pain and all of that. Like, I wasn't getting like bad pains anymore, and I was happy to be using it. But the problem I had with it is that time. So I think you all know, or most of you guys know, that with the pill you have to take it at a certain time every day. So that was kind of like, oof, that was a lot of work, because I wasn't at home at the same time, and or like I'd be out with the girls, or I'd be out with my boyfriend, or I'd be doing stuff, and I forgot it very easily. My boyfriend, obviously, my boyfriend at the time, obviously helped me with the timing and stuff, but he wasn't always there, so obviously sometimes I forgot, and sometimes when he was there we both forgot, and it was just hectic. Like, ugh, it was a lot of work. I was not okay with it because, first of all, my time management is bad. I have bad time management, so, and my memory is bad, so I forget stuff like that. um so it wasn't working for me, and I just wanted something else. So I started looking into the implant. So something I want to mention before I talk about the implant is that I never went on my period for, okay, no, when I took the pill, I think I went on my period for 6 months, and then my period stopped after 6 months. Like, from the day I started drinking the pill until like 6 months later, I think I had my period for that 6 months, and then it stopped. So I started going on the implant. Okay, I went to go get the implant, and I remember I had this conversation with my mom first. I was telling her about the pill and how, like, it's quite difficult to get the times right and stuff like that, so I needed something else. So then I remember I was at home, and then I went to the clinic, and then I got the implant. So now, guys, that thing, ne? Yeah. So they use this tool. I'll put like pictures up for you guys so you guys can see what they use and how they insert it and stuff like that. So they use this tool, and they basically make like an incision on your arm. Let me try to show you guys. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I have two incisions here. There's one that's a little bit faded, this one, that's where it was put in, and then this one that's still a bit like highlighted, that's the part where they took it out. So they basically put, okay, wait, so they put that tool of theirs there, and that's how they put the implant in. And then I think I bruised for like 3 days. I'll put a picture for you guys. It's not me, but I had similar bruising, and I was, yo guys, I was so scared because my, like I said, I didn't know anything about this. So I have a friend that has, like, her mom is a nurse, so I sent her a message. I was like, yo dude, so your mom probably knows a lot about this. Can she, like, please tell me what's wrong? Like, do I need to go see the doctor, or am I fine? Will this all fade away? Like, what's going on? And then she talked to her mom, and her mom was like basically helping me out. She was just like, it's kind of normal, but like if I feel like it's too bad, then I should go see a doctor. So hearing that, I was just like, okay, let me give it a few more days, and maybe it will be fine. But guys, it was painful. Yo, child, that thing was painful. Like, when it goes in, pella, they numb you, but for me it didn't work because that thing was hella painful. Damn. But yeah, they put it in, and I remember there was a student there. Well, I think she was doing her internship or something, but they were teaching her how to do it while they were doing it on me. So it was like, oh my goodness, I wanted to cry, you guys, but I didn't cry. But yeah, it was, ugh, guys, yeah. So I had this implant um inserted, and it was, okay, the thing with the implant is that you need to check on it for like all the time. You need to like press and see if it's still there where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, like, if it had moved or like if you can't feel it anymore, then you need to go back to the doctor so that they can take it out, because yeah, it's not supposed to be anywhere else in your body. So and guys, I don't know anything about these things. Like, I don't have a lot of information. I'm just telling you guys my experience with all of these. So I had the implant in for, yeah, my memory is bad. I think, I can't remember, from sometime last year, late last year, until Feb. Was it March or Feb? Early this year. But I think it was around Feb or March, I can't remember. But yeah, I took it out this year when I got back home, because I was not getting my period still. So that got me worried. That got me really, really worried. Remember I said I had my period for like 6 months, and then after that, because I was on the pill for almost a year. So yeah, I got my period for 6 months, and then after that I never got my period, and then I did the implant and I never got a period. So that whole time I have not had my period. So the name of the implant that I got is called Nexaplanon. Guys, I don't know if I'm pronouncing these things correctly, but yeah, it's Nexaplanon. And like I said, I'll put up pictures and stuff. And then I went to the doctor when I had the implant removed. The doctor said, okay, so what are you gonna do now? Don't you want to try something else? I was like, okay, what's there? And then he was like, I should get the Depo-Provera. So I think they just say Depo in short, because yeah, Depo-Provera. I don't know if I'm saying correctly, but yeah, that's what he suggested, and that is an injection to your buttocks. And I think you have to go get the injection every 3 months, and I only did that for 1 month. I only had it for 1 month, and then I was like, okay, I'm not going back. I still don't have my period. So clearly something is going on. And for me, it was very scary because I don't know why I'm not getting my period. For me, I'm thinking this blood needs to leave my system. You know, like, I need to be like every other normal woman out there and be able to go on my period. But I am not going on my period. So why am I still taking these things? Obviously, they're the ones that are stopping my period. So I stopped all the preventions and all of that. And then I went on with my life. And I'm telling you guys, this all happened, I think, so basically May, I think I stopped prevention May, April, yeah, April, May. So after I left all the prevention methods, I didn't get my period, but I got period pains. So now I still get period pains, but I don't get periods. And my period pains are not that severe anymore, because they don't go on for like days on days. But yeah, the fact that I still get period pains but I don't get periods is something that really, yeah, really stressed me out. So I went to go see the doctor last week, but that was regarding something else that I'll probably do a video on also, because I think it's quite something that, yeah, that I would need to talk about. But yeah, I went to go see the doctor, and as I was talking about what I was initially there for, he asked me if there's anything else like I want to talk about or that I need. And then I told him that I'm experiencing amenorrhea. um so he gave me these years plus pills again. Oh, he gave me these years plus pills again. Why? He told me that they're gonna help me go back on my period. How? I don't know, but I'm taking them, and I am hoping that they help me go back on my period. Cause yeah, I'm starting to get worried in terms of like the long-term effects of not going on my period. And I know I still have endo to deal with, and endo doesn't go away, guys, mind you. Some people have to have like surgery on surgery. um Let me tell you guys about like a period where, oh yeah, after the doctor telling me I have endo, I talked to the friend of mine whose mom is a doctor, is a nurse, sorry. She referred me to another girl named Tine, sorry. And Tine put me in a group chat. Tine has like, she's educated about endo. She's passionate about it. She has endo herself, so she's very passionate about endo. She goes around educating women on endo, and everybody else, obviously, like in terms of knowing what it is, like the effects that it has, everything about it. So when she introduced me to Tine put me in a group chat on WhatsApp with all the other women around. I don't know if, I don't know how far, but I know there are women in Zimbabwe and South Africa and all other places that were in the group chat. And basically the group chat is to like uplift like all of us that have endo, and practically help each other through whatever that's like surgeries that the women are going through or stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to admit that when I was in the group chat, it was very emotional for me, because seeing what it does to women and young girls like me, like it was very scary, because some, like, I didn't have to go for surgery. I didn't, mine was not that severe. Like, it was, okay, let me say, it's not that severe. Mine is, it's not like the type where I have to go for surgery after surgery after surgery. But I would literally see pictures of women in hospital beds, and they were going for surgery or after surgery. And for me, it was, I felt like I was, it was unfair of me to be in the group chat, because mine was not, it's not like that, it's not like theirs. So I decided to leave the group chat, because first of all, it was really painful seeing all of them go through all of that. And like, they would write paragraphs of like stories, and we would obviously ask each other questions on okay, so this happened, what should I do, or what methods should I go for, and then would all share experiences of the things that we've tried and that helped or worked out. And another thing is that what might work for me might not work for somebody else, in terms of contraceptives and stuff like that. For me, contraceptives helped, but for somebody else, they tried it and that didn't help, so they had to go for surgery. So, guys, yeah, it was intense. I decided to leave the group chat. I was, yo, it was bad. And then I saw Kimang Dineo, no, Denise Zimba. She was part of the group called Fly Chicks. Sorry, but they were dancers like back in the day. Oh, I like them. And okay, I think she's a choreographer now. I don't know, but she's a celebrity in South Africa. And I saw she posted a video. Sorry, a picture. I mean, she posted a picture when she was pregnant with her daughter, and she was talking about how doctors told her that she would never get pregnant because she had endo, and talking about like the whole journey and what she had to deal with and stuff. And that was very sad, but it was great to see that this person that was told was never going to have a baby because she has this, I don't know if I should call it like a condition or like sickness or something, but she had endo, and though she was told that she's never going to have a baby, and here she was pregnant. So for me it was great seeing something like that, like somebody that was told she was never going to have this precious thing in her life, overcoming it and getting what she wanted. So it was, yeah. And she has a beautiful baby girl. So guys, like, I know for some people, vela they might not get pregnant, and this is another thing that endo ish robs us of. But yeah, guys, a lot of women are out there and they're suffering from endometriosis. Like, trust me, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know there was anything like this until I had it. And I think that's what goes with everything in life. Like, you never know that there's something out there that people are dealing with until you deal with it yourself. I know there are conditions like cancer and stuff like that, but that is something that a lot of people suffer from and that we know. But for stuff like endo, like, there has to be like extra awareness in order for people to find out more about it. And guys, it's terrible. This is something that a lot of women don't talk about. But I like the work that Tina is doing in terms of like spreading the word out there and making people aware of it. So guys, I think I'm gonna link her. She wrote a book on it, and I think she has a YouTube channel, so I will link everything down below and you guys can just go check it out, check her out. She also invites like women that give more insight on it. So I'm gonna link it down below and you guys can go check her out. And I'm pretty sure she's like open to answering any questions that you guys might have. And guys, let us all just get more educated on stuff like this. There are women who are suffering. The thing with endo is that you don't see it. It's not clear, like it's not out there. You know, with cancer, like you shade, like your hair goes out and then you, like, you know, you have to cut your hair and it's visible. Like some people who have cancer, you can see it by them cutting their hair. And diabetes, you know, you see people inject themselves with their insulin and, you know, stuff like that. Like there's some sicknesses that are very visible, but with endo, like, guys, you will never see it. Trust me, you will never ever see it. And I bet there are a lot of women who are walking around and they don't know, like, with this pain, but they don't know what's wrong with them. They probably think it's just normal period pains, like I thought it was. And I know there's another girl from church. She also experienced severe pains and she never knew what it was until, like, she had to see so many doctors and she finally found one that diagnosed her with endo. So guys, it's very tricky. It's like, and it's not fun. It's not, yeah, endo is hard to deal with. And like I said, mine is not that severe, but just being in that group chat and talking to those women, like, it just, yeah, no, guys. Just, I want everybody to know that people are suffering from things that you don't know about. Like, trust me, there are a lot of people that are suffering out there, and you wouldn't even know because they won't tell you. But just be kind to people, man. You never know what anyone is going through, or what's bothering them, or what's going on in their life. So let's just all be kind to one another, and say something nice. You can make somebody's day very great. But I wanted to tell you guys about my journey with endometriosis and contraceptives. I don't know what's gonna happen with me in the future in terms of endo. I don't know if I'm gonna start experiencing these pains again, but I'm hoping I'll have a better view of what I can do at the time, but we shall see. I'm gonna take one day as it comes. And yes, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Can you please go and follow me on Instagram, and then just check Tina's work out and be more educated, and be kind, and be friendly, and be helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
There's no limit, baby, there's no limit. Yeah, you take me higher, higher than the clouds I blow. There's no limit, baby, there's no limit. Yeah, you take me higher, higher than the clouds I blow.